Hi, I'm Tom, Chief Economist at Barbary BI. It's a new year and that means it's time for our annual review of the planning environments. A very warm welcome. 2022 saw continued high planning activity, reflecting the underlying demand for construction that we saw in ongoing high levels of construction output over the year. Overall records were achieved for contract awards and planning approvals. Contract awards saw 80 billion in 2022, an 11% increase year on year and a 40% increase since the trough in 2020. New overall records were achieved in the residential and industrial sectors. The latter's 11.6 billion is more than double 2020's value thanks to high demand for warehousing resulting from Brexit. The residential sector's 26 billion was an 8% annual increase. The largest overall increase was in the infrastructure sector, rising by 6 billion to 90.6 billion and was mainly down to more renewable power generation projects. The commercial sector also had an excellent 2022 with 9.4 billion, a 30% increase compared to 2020, however lower than previous highs in 2014 and 2015. The sector had an exceptional Q1, but has been weaker since. Elsewhere, the hotel and leisure sector continued at slightly above average levels, and the healthcare sector fell back slightly, but still experienced lots of new activity, principally in major hospital refurbishments. Across the earlier planning stages, activity is a bit more mixed. 2022 planning approval set a new record with 105 billion, just beating the previous record in 2016, and planning applications maintained activity at pre-pandemic levels, having recovered well in 2021. However, figures are not inflationary adjusted, so real activity is lower. Across construction sectors, activity is mixed both for applications and approvals, with overall activity held up by high levels of infrastructure, primarily renewable power generation again, plus continuing record warehousing and logistics and a resilient healthcare sector. Commercially sensitive sectors, residential, commercial and hotel and leisure, are significantly weaker, as well as the education sector. So earlier planning stages reflect more closely the wider economic, political and construction-specific uncertainties evident throughout the country. So how to summarise the situation? It's very hard to predict the future at the moment. On the plus side, the underlying demand for construction remains very high, and a weak post-Brexit and COVID pipeline continues to be filled. The question is how much the impact the wider negative issues will have, from the UK economy highly likely to see recession this year, and the continuing cost of living crisis causing hardship for UK citizens, the ongoing trade barriers from Brexit and construction costs continuing to increase, and a very tight labour market. 2023 therefore may well see slower later stage planning and construction activity, particularly in commercially sensitive sectors as the economy slows. Thanks for watching. We hope you have had a positive start to 2023. As always, if we can help at all, please do get in touch. All the very best.